Hi, I'm Lauren Wyatt of BeLovingBeWise.com. I'm the head love diva in charge of my company. And right now I want to talk to you guys about boundaries. What does it mean to set a boundary? Well, if you felt compelled to watch this post, either there's one of two things happening here. Either you are a sensitive, caring, and giving person who needs support and caring for themselves, or through the law of polarity, which shows us our opposite, maybe you're the opposite of that and you're very much aware of yourself, and maybe you get to open up a little bit to allow different experiences into your life. Okay, so what setting a boundary is it saying that I matter. And when we set a boundary, we do something that is so loving. We check in with ourselves to find out what our true needs are. Because oftentimes as loving and giving people, we're so all about our husband, our wife, our boyfriend, girlfriend, all of our other friends, our kids. We might seem to put everybody ahead of us because that's what makes us feel good. And sometimes we can even get a little victim-y about it. Like we can think, I do all of this for everyone else and nobody does anything for me. Well, it's really helpful if you can first remember the universal law of attraction, and these are the experiences and situations that you are magnetizing into your life. So if any of that sounds familiar to you, where you're putting others before yourself and you're feeling resentful about it, it might be time for you to really check in with your own heart and ask yourself how you could make yourself happy. Not how someone else could make you happy, but what you could do to make yourself happy. And if you notice patterns in your life where you're constantly trying to please other people, or you're sacrificing for these people, and you think that what you're doing is from a place of love, think again. You matter too. And if you're putting yourself in these situations over and over again where you get to sacrifice and feel obligated in order to feel good, or you think it's the right thing to do, and if you're feeling drained and resentful in the process, it might be time to set a boundary. This is one of the most loving things that you can do, and it also might be highly, highly uncomfortable. So if you can already identify areas where you feel like you could set a boundary, please really listen to yourself on this and think about how you might set the boundary. Does it include maybe not being as available for someone else? Does it mean that maybe you're going to trust other people to do all the chores in your home? Does it mean that instead of going to your stepson's soccer game, that maybe you get to go get a pedicure before you meet up with a family? Does it mean maybe breaking up with a friend who doesn't bring you joy, but where you feel drained every time you're with them? These are really important decisions to make, and sometimes actually doing them can be highly uncomfortable, and we can totally go into fear mode over it, and then we can start the pattern of where we tolerate our circumstances and try to feel better about it. And if we're so inclined, we might say these loving affirmations like, I view myself and others with eyes of love. Well, really, View yourself with eyes of love and treat yourself with some love by setting a healthy boundary. It's absolutely critical. Now, if you're someone who is already pretty shielded and aware of what doesn't work for you, well, first of all, being aware of what doesn't work for you is awesome. But if you're somebody who's like really shielded and kind of guarded from other people, there's a lack of trust there for yourself and other people. And maybe you can open your heart to new experiences while still knowing that you can also set a loving boundary. Okay, well, I intend that this information supports you in getting out of your own version of relationship and personal hell and loving yourself all the way to relationship and personal bliss. Okay, much love to you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm Lauren K. Wyatt, the head love diva in charge of BeLovingBeWise.com.